Hello everyone, this is iKonakona, and here I'm playing as a Dead Ringer spy on PL Barnblitz. Now starting off here, I just whip out the Dead Ringer immediately because I want to go invisible so I can change my disguise. Now when I play as a spy, what I usually like to do is I like to disguise myself as a friendly when I'm on my side of the front line, when I'm on my own team's side. That way I blend in with my teammates. If you're a spy and you disguise yourself as the enemy, you know, if I disguise myself as like a blue pyro or something like that, and I was walking amongst red guys, obviously I would be a spy. I mean, it's so obvious that someone on the other team is going to call it out, and I'm going to get caught that way. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure that the enemy team doesn't even know that we have a spy. I try to disguise myself as a friendly, get hit so that I go invisible, then I can change my disguise. So decloaking here, luckily there's so much action around that no one seems to hear my Dead Ringer. Now I don't have that special Sahara spy set that allows you to have a silent decloak. I don't have that set fully yet, and so I still have to live with that very loud Dead Ringer sound. And luckily around that area, around the right outside their spawn, it's really loud, especially with that heavy just blazing away with his minigun. It's so loud that they can't hear me, and there's usually so much action that it allows me to decloak with a Dead Ringer without really them noticing. Now there I kind of got caught up with that demo man and had to go back for more health because he saw me. I was kind of waiting for him to pass by so that I could backstab him, but he just wouldn't move. Now before I jump out this door, I actually duck over here so that they can't see me and change my disguise. It's actually one of those rare opportunities where I can actually change my disguise to an enemy's disguise without having to activate the Dead Ringer. Because what I usually do is, you know, disguise myself as a friendly, purposely get hit, then while I'm invisible, change my disguise so that when I decloak, I'm already one of them. But if you can find an opportunity to change your disguise without the enemy seeing you and walking kind of with them, kind of joining them and blending in with them, that's probably the best because you don't have to activate your Dead Ringer and use up your cloak. Now this is one of those situations I absolutely hate, and it's trying to go for pyros. I know I probably shouldn't go for pyros because going for pyros, very tough to do as a spy. Both the pyro and the spy run at very high speeds, one of the fastest in the game. I know scout runs pretty fast, but still, spies and pyros run pretty fast, and trying to backstab a spy, knowing that if you miss, that he's going to turn on you and get you with his flamethrower, it can be very risky and very tough to do that here. This pyro knows that I'm obviously a spy, so he goes for me. But yeah, pyro's one of the toughest classes to go for, and it really depends on the situation. If the pyro's in front of me, I would probably go for the pyro, but I wouldn't say the pyro is one of the top priorities on my list. I usually try to go for snipers if I can, if I'm all the way in the back. I usually go for medics because medics are the ones that are healing the enemy team, and I usually go for heavies because heavies are the tank. They're probably one of the most intimidating classes. Oh, here, he wasn't even aiming for me. But yeah, what I like to do is I like to go for heavies because heavies are pretty intimidating, and then if we get rid of the heavies, everything else looks a little bit easier, you know. Without that big heavy there, the enemy team doesn't look as intimidating. So and heavies are also one of the easiest classes to backstab, right? Because they're the slowest. And so I like to go for heavies just for that. Now here, probably a stupid mistake trying to go for that pyro. He was just looking at me and kind of like, huh, that's probably a spy, and he caught me. So yeah, next life, come over here, and again I'm trying to use this room. Luckily, I probably shouldn't have jumped out there because that soldier, you know, if he was really paying attention, he would notice that there's a blue pyro right next to a red pyro, so I was probably a spy, but I guess he didn't notice, but that's alright. Come over here, backstab him really quick, change my disguise, and head on back out. So I go for this demo man, and he actually dies right when I'm right behind this shack. But luckily I can use that shack as cover to redisguise, come over here, take out that heavy, and then retreat. Luckily no one saw me. But oh man, I wasn't paying attention. You know, sometimes when I play spy and I find a route that really works for me, I will continue to do that route, continue to go to that route, and not really think about it, you know, like, oh, if that room is clear all the time or most of the time and they're not really spotting me when I come out that room, oh, I'll just use that room. But over there, yeah, oh man, I just got too used to taking that route and I wasn't paying attention. So here I missed the backstab, and so now I have to defend myself with the revolver, and I probably should use the revolver more. Kind of like the pistol for the engineer. You know, using the pistol is really, really effective. I'm finding out now that it's really, really effective rather than just using the shotgun alone. Pistol and shotgun works really well, and so I should probably use the revolver with my knife. You know, if I miss or something like that, or if I find someone that's, you know, outside of the range of my knife, then switch to the revolver and maybe I can do some damage on them. So I'm still trying to learn to do that with the spy, but the thing is, when you use the revolver, you're gonna lose your disguise, right? You're not gonna be disguised, you're gonna be out in the open, and it's gonna be pretty easy for people to get you. Again, missed the shot, tried to switch to my revolver and retreat, but I couldn't. I tried to go for that heavy on the cart, but that demo man spotted me and got me. Now this part of the map can be a little tricky for a Dead Ringer spy because it is really tight quarters. You know, it's indoors, and like now, there's not a lot of action happening. So if I were to activate my Dead Ringer, you would hear that sound, and they would clearly hear that sound. And so it can be a little tough for a Dead Ringer spy. I don't know. Look at that pyro. I don't know why he didn't get me. He was like so close. Oh, there we go. He kind of a delayed reaction there. I thought he was going to get me a lot sooner. But yeah, for some reason, I find this spot of the map very difficult to play as a Dead Ringer spy. Sometimes I can play this as a regular spy. I can, you know, just cloak and get behind them pretty easily. I like to use that back room to decloak. But as a Dead Ringer spy, I don't know, it's a little tight quarters, and sometimes I'm not paying attention, so someone might turn the corner really quickly, and I am not prepared with my Dead Ringer out, and they'll catch me off guard. So yeah. This place a little tough. Here I'm just trying to go for this demo man. I fail, activate my Dead Ringer, and have to retreat. And come over here. Luckily there's health and ammo back here, so I can replenish both my cloak and my health. Get this backstab really quick on this sniper. I was kind of wondering if anyone spotted me because their entire team was coming over there, but I guess no one spotted me. Gives me an opportunity to come over here, get a quick backstab, and retreat. Now here I'm trying to warn Prop Snape here that there's a spy, but not in time. He gets the backstab, but that's alright. I avenge him and get that kill on that spy. Now here I'm trying to do a little bit of acting, trying to lure the enemy team into helping me push this cart. And sometimes it works, here it doesn't. This demo man obviously knows that I'm a spy. And it's because, you know, when you're disguised, right? When you're disguised as the enemy and trying to push the cart, you don't actually count as a person pushing the cart. You're not going to push it when you're a spy that's disguised. You will get health and ammo when you're near the cart, but you won't actually help push it. And so sometimes it doesn't work. Most of the times it actually does, where I'm on the cart and I'm looking, it looks like I'm pushing it. But you know, it's pretty obvious that I'm a spy just because I'm not actually pushing the cart. Okay, come over here. Two guys not paying attention. This demo man also not paying attention. All of them facing forward. Easy kills. Come over here and see this soldier. Again, not paying attention. I guess he was going for the health or ammo or something like that. But it's no use. I get him and then I wait over here. And I do a lot of waiting here just because I'm trying to do a jump stab. I'm trying to get better at this jump stab. I want to try and do some cool stuff, but I just miss, and I didn't want to give away my disguise quite yet. Come over here, get this heavy, and then go away. So again, trying to come to this cart, doing a little bit of acting. I'm trying to lure them out so that they'll come and help me push this cart. That soldier is not fooled, so I have to activate my Dead Ringer, but at least that gives me an opportunity to try and maneuver my way through these guys. I bumped into a lot of them. I don't know why they didn't notice, but yeah, luckily they didn't notice. Got a quick stab on this soldier. Come over here, get this medic, and almost get this demo man. But he turns around, and again I have to activate my Dead Ringer. Now what's nice about getting a lot of backstabs in a row, other than the fact that you're killing the enemy a lot, is that when you backstab someone, they're going to drop their weapon, and you can pick it up to replenish your cloak, which is really nice. Because let's say you're a Dead Ringer spy like I am, and you just decloak, right? You activated your Dead Ringer, and you decloaked behind the enemy. Well, now you're out of cloak. You know, you're out of ammo, you're out of cloak, and it's going to be a while before you can actually get more, unless you find an ammo pack. And so all you have to do is get like a kill. They're going to drop their weapon. You can pick up their weapon for more cloak, and you're that much closer to getting a full bar just in case you have to activate your Dead Ringer again. So yeah, getting a string of backstabs is not only good just for getting the kills, but it's also good for helping you rebuild your cloak so that you can get away. Now here that sniper knew that I was a spy, and so had to go away and activate my dead ringer. Unfortunately, I got Jarate'd, which can be kind of annoying at sometimes as a spy, because when you're Jarate'd and you cloak, you're not really cloaked. You're still pretty obvious, and not only that, you're gonna have mini crits against you. And so yeah, Jarate'd, good time to run away. I come over here, disguised as the enemy. I'm trying to get these guys, but this heavy and medic pair is kind of pushing up really far and really fast, and so it causes the enemy to kind of disperse and trying to jump around, and I miss all my backstabs, and now this pyro gets me. And so yeah, not really a good run there, but that's all right. Next life I come over here and I just want this soldier to hit me so that I can cloak, but again Jarate, and I'm a little colorblind right now. I think there was a blue pyro in front of me. I don't know, looked like a blue pyro. Luckily it didn't turn around, but yeah. When I'm Jarate, sometimes I can't even tell who's who. I guess that's the purpose of the Jarate. But even when someone else is Jarate, like if I Jarate like a blue pyro or something like that, it's really tough to tell that they're blue. So I get this soldier up here, and I actually hear on the mic that someone is about to push the cart. And so I figured this is a perfect opportunity to try a jump stab. So here I go, Geronimo, and I miss. I land on the ground first and then get the stab. It's kind of the noobish way of doing it. I have to practice that. I really want to try and practice these trick stabs, because I figured that I'm pretty good at spy, like the normal spy, but I want to get better at these trick stabs, like stair stabs and flip stabs, and well, I don't know how many types of stabs there are, but yeah. I want to get better at those, so I'm trying to practice, but yeah. Finish off these guys and we win the round. So that's today's TF2 video. If you're new around here and you enjoyed it, you can click on that yellow button and subscribe to me. Also, 2 videos you may have missed. On the left, some heavy on Upward, and on the right, my continuation of the Battlefield 3 campaign, Comrades. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.